Welcome back, where we dive deep into the stories that shape our communities. Today, we're uncovering the tangled web of Illinois politics, corruption, scandal, and yes, even a little justice. Buckle up, because this isn't your average history lesson. Illinois is known for its deep dish pizza, beautiful lakefronts, and unfortunately, a political system that seems to churn out scandals like a factory. Over the last decade, multiple politicians have gone from shaking hands to wearing handcuffs. The big names and their crimes. Over the past decade, Illinois has witnessed numerous politicians facing legal consequences for corruption and financial mismanagement. Let's talk about some of the most infamous names. Some were once the most powerful men in Illinois politics, but now face racketeering charges. And who could forget Ed Burke, Chicago's longest-serving alderman, sentenced to 2 years for racketeering and bribery? It's a sad but compelling pattern. Notable cases include Michael Madigan. Former Speaker of the Illinois House of Representatives, Madigan was indicted on federal racketeering and bribery charges in March 2022. His trial commenced in October 2024 and is ongoing. Sam McCann. A former Illinois state senator, McCann pleaded guilty in February 2024 to charges of wire fraud, money laundering, and tax evasion related to the misuse of over $200,000 in campaign funds for personal expenses. He was sentenced to 42 months in prison in July 2024. Luis Arroyo, a former state representative, Arroyo was convicted of fraud in 2022. Thomas Cullerton. A former state senator, Cullerton was convicted of embezzlement in 2022. Iseri Acevedo, a former state representative, Acevedo was convicted of tax evasion in 2021. Terry Link, a former state senator, Link was convicted of tax evasion in 2020. Martin Sandoval, a former state senator, Sandoval was convicted of bribery in 2020. Patrick Daley Thompson, a former Chicago alderman, Thompson was convicted of fraud in 2022. Ricardo Munoz, a former Chicago alderman, Munoz was convicted of fraud in 2021. Proco Joe Moreno, a former Chicago alderman, Moreno was convicted of filing a false report into what went wrong. From campaign fund misuse to blatant bribery, Illinois politicians seem to find creative ways to break the law. But here's the real kicker. Illinois has ranked among the most corrupt states in the nation for years. Is it the system, the culture, or just too much pizza? Okay, maybe not the pizza. Accountability and hope despite the scandals, there's hope. Federal prosecutors have stepped up, sending a clear message that corruption won't be tolerated. Politicians like Luis Arroyo and Sam McCann were brought to justice, showing that accountability is possible. Illinois deserves better, and it starts with us. Holding leaders accountable and demanding transparency. What do you think? Is Illinois politics destined for change, or are we stuck in this cycle? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.